What military metric really matters? Hey, I am Chuck the bureaucrat, and lots of you guys have reached out to me and offered your thoughts and comments on military transition, working in the military, and of course that means that most of those comments have come from military folks. But you would be surprised the number of corporate folks who've reached out too. And that was what happened when I shared my thoughts on the direction of Army recruiting in 2024. A corporate executive pointed out that a very similar phenomenon occurs within industry. Leaders are evaluated based on their team's contribution to short-term objectives like profit margin. Now, that incentivizes efficient decision-making in principle, but in practice, it can encourage leaders to make decisions that damage the long-term health of the organization. That same tug of war dominates Pentagon dynamics. On one hand, you have the short-term priority of readiness, or what I would really call current readiness. On the other hand, you have the ability to generate future capability. That includes investments in research and development, purchases of new equipment, renovation of facilities, and of course, a robust recruiting and training pipeline. I would call that future readiness. In essence, leaders have to make a trade-off between current readiness and future readiness. Obviously, you have to have enough current readiness to act as a deterrent. A battalion of airborne infantry that is ready to go at a moment's notice, well, that deters a lot of shenanigans. The problem with current readiness is that it is expensive to produce and highly perishable. Complex, high-intensity, collective training events consume a lot of resources. And routine personnel reassignments like PCS or ETS, well, it just means that the experienced people go away to be replaced by new folks who have to go through the whole process again just to get back to the same level of readiness. In short, unused current readiness is wasted. Okay, there is some long-term benefit derived from having leaders go through the training experience over and over, especially with NCOs, but that can't be your entire investment in future readiness. But so what? I mean, what could this possibly mean for you as an individual service member? Well, if you're just going to do 4 years and then get out of the military, focus on current readiness. However, if you're going to stick around for 20 or more years, you're going to be impacted by this tug of war between current and future readiness. And what's more, you're probably going to play a role in finding the right balance between the current and the future needs. I would encourage you to pay attention when you hear people talking about readiness. What do they really mean? Are they putting the Army of 5 years from now at risk so that they can get a good evaluation right now? Are the investments that we're making today actually going to pay off in 5 years? And how fast could we generate readiness if we got a sudden infusion of cash? Answers to questions like these and more, they all help us find the right balance between these two important objectives. Now, if you want to see how best to justify your requirements once you've figured out what they are, watch this video.